Welcome back to everything. I'm BurningDogFace, and I've just learned that I am Pimb. Gray clumps of organic matter. Pardon me, chums, I need to talk to this. Oh. I'm just a regular-ass rock. Obsidian is a naturally occurring volcanic glass formed as an extrusive igneous rock. It is produced when felsic lava, extruded from a volcano, cools rapidly with minimum crystal growth. High five to anyone in the audience who understood what that meant. Obsidian is commonly found within the margins of rhyolitic lava flows, known as obsidian flows, where the chemical composition, high silica content, induces a high viscosity and polymerization degree of the lava. The inhibition of atomic diffusion through this highly viscous and polymerized lava explains the lack of crystal growth. Obsidian is hard and brittle. It therefore fractures with very sharp edges, which were used in the past in cutting and piercing tools, and it has been used experimentally as surgical scalpel blades. Brethren! I like the way everything here is out of focus. Oh, kryptonite. Sorry. Hello, we are Obsidian. I missed. I was not aiming for this plant. Hello, friends. I'm a warhammer. The warhammer is a humble plant which breathes for a living, and does so exceedingly well. These evolved from fax machines and were discovered by a science man. I'm wondering if the fact that those descriptions make absolutely no sense is designed to sort of simulate the inherent confusion that would come with studying life forms from a totally alien planet. Why am I bacteriophage again? And where am I going? I'm not touching anything. Don't change into other stuff. Actually, if I was one of these big old fucking trees, I could, maybe find that really big one and talk to it. I'm not even the right one. Aha! Oh, it's just the one orb. I'll just hang around here until I know what I am then, so I can bring these guys with me. Don't want to break up the band. I am Holaria. That's a bird? This black sphere will get upset if you ask how it flies, so don't. Oh, I forgot to start my timer. My bad. I'll just do it now. Very professional of me. I'm too high to get the thing. I told us to dance, and now we're orbiting. This is surprisingly peaceful. Oh, I hit F12 to take a screenshot, and I remember this is actually running on Epic Store, not Steam. Hello, tree! Ah, dang it. The weather is always up to something. Missed part of that. Maybe I can look at the one frame when I had it. No, I'm down here.
I wonder if it's ever struck you how curious a thing it is that most of the things that we experience we regard as things that happen to us, which we ourselves do not originate, which are events expressing some sort of power or activity that is external to ourselves. And if you consider that, you realize that what you mean by yourself is rather narrowly circumscribed. Even events that go on in our own bodies are put in the category of things that happen to us in the same way as things that go on in the world outside our skins. If there's a thunderstorm or an earthquake, well, it happens to you. You're not responsible for it. But so in the same way, when you have hiccups, you didn't plan on it. If you have belly rumbles, you had no intention of doing it. And as to the catastrophic act of getting born, well, you had nothing to do with that. And you can spend all your life blaming your parents for putting you in the situation in which you find yourself. And this way of looking at the world in this sort of passive mood as something that happens to you goes right down to our general feeling about life. It goes down to the way in which we have been accustomed to look at human existence as a precarious event in a cosmos that, on the whole, is depicted as being completely unsympathetic and alien to our existence.
I am Grelea. Oh, dang it, I thought I hadn't had the name of this planet. This chunky ground-dwelling life form grows across the galaxy, wherever there is more of itself to be made. The Grelea is unable to hear the sound of its own shrieking. Glorious. I don't even know what I am. Oh god. I am a meso planet. Mesoplanets are planetary bodies of sizes smaller than Mercury, but larger than Ceres. The term was coined by Isaac Asimov. Assuming size is defined by linear dimension or by volume. Why is there a single bracket there? Mesoplanets should be approximately... Oh, sorry, I see now. They're coined by linear dimension or by volume. And there's the other one. I don't know how I missed that one. Mesoplanets should be approximately 1,000 kilometers to 5,000 kilometers in diameter. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I'm making engine noises on a planet that's floating through space at random. Whoa. Cheers. You seem to have all the answers. I'd like to be you for a while. Head back up to the solar system. You are Earth Science Satellite. We are Calypso. A satellite used to study Earth science. Doesn't even have a source for that. Calypso is a joint NASA and CNES environmental satellite built in the Cairns-Mandalay Space Center, which was launched atop a Delta II rocket on April 28th, 2006. Now, if you have creatures dance for long enough in a group, they spawn more of themselves. I like this image. It's like we're each other's moons. So just sort of orbiting around the same spot between us. I think there's a song like that. Alright, apparently the satellites don't reproduce. Fair. Okay, I can see a word balloon over here, unless I'm looking directly at it, which is interesting to me, so I'm going to head over here. I am holding down A, incidentally. It's kind of hard to tell if I'm running or not out here. Man, space is big. When I was a child, I thought that the warp factors on Star Trek were just, multiplied the speed of light. But then I eventually came to realize that that was weird. That even if you're going, the maximum warp is warp 9. Any further than that, you turn into a lizard. Except they made that episode non-canon, I think. What? Ah! Well, I learned how to randomly transform into shit. That's not cool. Tell you what. Okay, No, not random. Oh god. Lost in the infinite void. I kind of lost track of that, Oh no, there it is. Or that's one, anyway. Oh hey, there's Earth, I think. Nope, absolutely not. I like that, the way the rings just faded in as I said that. But yeah, even if you're going 9 times the speed of light, that still takes goddamn forever to get anywhere. I find it interesting that you just become the sun from anywhere. It's very peaceful out here. Which makes sense, as there's absolutely nothing out here. This planet wants to talk to us. Is this Earth? Or at least the green planet? No, it's not Earth. Thank you, satellites. And I can't bring them with me. Ooh, I like the sound of that. I like it cold, personally. Bit of a Canadian stereotype in that regard. An ice planet is a type of hypothetical exoplanet with an icy surface of volatiles such as water, ammonia, and methane. Ice planets consist of a global cryosphere. They are bigger versions of the minor planets of the solar system, which includes the icy moons Europa, Enceladus, and Triton, the dwarf planets Pluto and Eris, and many other icy small solar system bodies such as comets. I'm trying to remember what Ceres is that was mentioned earlier. I'm an iceberg. Dot in the horizon. Let's go look at that. Can't go into the ocean, apparently. All right, they had ice continents back home. What are you? Some kind of... Oh! Wow, if that's like just the regular-ass ocean, that must be hundreds of feet long. Kelps are large seaweeds, algae, belonging to the brown algae, in the order Laminarialis. Well done, me. There are about 30 different genera. Kelp grow in underwater forests, kelp forests, in shallow oceans, and is thought to have appeared in the Miocene 23 to 5 million years ago. The organisms require nutrient-rich water, with temperatures between 6 and 14 degrees C, 43 and 57 degrees F. They are known for their high growth rate. The genera Macrocystis and Nereocystis can grow as fast as half a meter a day, ultimately reaching 30 to 80 meters, 100 to 260 feet. Where'd that continent that wanted to talk go? There it is. Can I be the Northern Lights? That would be neat. Wait. I ain't seen shit. Oh, I'm seagrass. Sure. I saw that shadow. There's a fish here. That can't be right. Those fish are... Those are shadows of fish. They're much too well animated. Hey, guys. I don't look like moss. I've seen moss. Mosses are small flowerless plants that typically grow in dense green clumps or mats, often in damp or shady locations. Individual plants are usually composed of simple one-cell thick leaves attached to a stem that may be branched or unbranched and has only a limited role in conducting water and nutrients. Although some species have vascular tissue, this is generally poorly developed and structurally different from similar tissue found in other plants. They do not have seeds, and after fertilization develop sporophytes, unbranched stalks topped with single capsules containing spores. Didn't realize that's where it was going to end, or I would not have pronounced it that way. Hello. I would like to be you. We're going this way. Fish! Oh, they are animated. Weird. Just need to wait to know what I am. A sea urchin. Oh, we know what sea urchins are. I'm a fish. I'm a school of fish. God, this game is a really stream of consciousness, isn't it? I'm a red goldfish. That feels like a contradiction.
if you're reared with a 20th century, or shall we say an early 20th century common sense, which is based on the philosophy of science of the 19th century. You regard yourself as an accident, a biological accident, in a stupid universe.
Well,
which is mechanical, but has no feelings.
that seems less fun.
A vast, pointless gyration of radioactive rocks and gas in which you happen to occur. Of course, if you don't have that point of view and you are more traditional, you look upon yourself as a child of God. And therefore, under authority. In other words, there's a big boss on top of all this. And you better watch your P's and Q's, because that Almighty is looking after you. With the attitude of, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And when you look at the world in that image, or in the other image, that it's a stupid mechanism, either point of view you take, you don't really belong. You're not really part of all this. Or to put it in the strongest possible way, it is quite alien to our thought that the external world, which is defined as something that happens to you, and your body itself as something that you got caught up with, it is quite alien to consider all that as you yourself. Because you see, we have such a myopic view of what oneself is.
I am a salmon and a moray eel. This ice planet appears to be populated entirely by Earth life forms. Yes, you are. Nice 360. Well, the timer did go during that last speech, so I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you on the next episode of Let's... on the next episode of this coverage of everything. Leaving that area in a hurry. Later.